Alright, hello. So I'm Mirkov, and we're going to be doing some quick draft Dominaria. This is the magic of the gathering. Let's see what we got today. Got this Antiquities War. This is a pretty cool finisher if you go for the heavy artifact strategy. Can sometimes just be draw 2 artifacts and then have a huge army of crazy stuff. Other than that, maybe like this Tetsuko can start getting in for a couple damage here and there. Yeah, this is a pretty underwhelming pack otherwise. I think it's really between those two. I mean, Windgrace Acolyte maybe, Keldon Overseer, Gift of Growth. These are like passable. Kind of tempted to take Antiquities War and see if we can go for this heavy artifact strategy. So look at the top 5 cards, get an artifact, do it again, and then try to go hog wild. It could happen. I'm gonna take it. This is gonna make us want to pick artifacts a little bit higher than usual. Still does not make us want Blood Tallow Candle. Even Sentry is fine, Deep Freeze is fine, even Flame of Keld for the aggro deck. Sacriling Migration. We might not want to go all in on this Antiquities War strategy, but Deep Freeze is certainly fine. It's probably one of the better cards in the pack anyway. Alright, here we got another Deep Freeze, Sulphur Falls for splash. If we go into red, got Academy Journey Mage. We also have Garna, which is not too bad, and Fungal Plots, which is, I would even say, pretty good. Blue-green I'm a little bit worried about being good. Trying out a little bit of background music, but it's kind of annoying, so we might have to play with that a little bit further in the future. Do kind of like the Garna. I don't know if Antiquities War is really what we want to play anyway. I suppose Garna is not that amazing. It's like red-black aggro. Could also just take Sulphur Falls. I'm gonna take Deep Freeze. I think if we can Deep Freeze everything, then we're doing just fine. This is a pretty underwhelming pack. Guess we got Grow from the Ashes. Kind of tempted to take Grow from the Ashes over Deep Freeze. Yeah, I don't know. Maybe no music. It's a little distracting. Could go third Deep Freeze. It's like, it could happen. Could also take Memorial to Genius. I think we have enough Deep Freeze to start with. I'm gonna want to start taking, I think, Blood Tallow Candles. Could also take Davenant Trapper. Benefit for historic spells, of which we currently only have one. I think we're probably not playing Antiquities War. I don't think it's going to be good enough. We're going to take the Trapper. I'll take Trapper number 2. Here I'll take the Jousting Lance over the Warcry Phoenix. That might work. Could still end up in Antiquities War, but we don't have to. Okay, now here's the question, how deep we want to go on this artifact strategy. Navigator's Compass is sort of like fixing. Gains 3 life. I think I don't. I don't think it's worth it. I might take Invoke the Divine or the Llanowar Envoy. might just take Invoke the Divine. I think I could mainboard that and still be pretty happy. This is our first pack again. We have an Excavator. Excavator's kind of cute. I'll take it. Gonna end up with, like, maybe enough Historic to make that happen. We're in this Historic Matters deck right now, which is not really where I want to be. I'll take a Flame of Keld. This could be a really ugly befuddle. This might be Rescue. Fervent Strike, Healing Grace. Okay, looks like we're gonna get rescued from our bad start with this Bolus's Clutches. We are passing Merfolk Trickster and Deep Freeze, which may not come back, but Bolus's Clutches is strong enough. Shiv and Fire also going. Here we've got Dreadshade, which is pretty awesome. Cavalry. It's gonna be Sarah's Wings, though. Ooh, that Dargaz. Dargaz is not gonna get played, unfortunately. Settle the Score is nice. I mean, could do Dargaz. I don't think I can do Dargaz. If we're gonna win all the games, which is what we want to do, Settle the Score is more likely. Howling Golem is probably, honestly, the best, considering how many Artifact Matters we have. I'm probably getting to the point where Antiquities 4 is playable. Triumph of Gerard is not an Antiquity. It's not an artifact. Blink of an Eye, Gideon's Approach. Those are both playable. Probably just the Reproach here. But to be fair, we're not that heavy in white. We can still cut it. If I take Blink of an Eye, could be a little bit better. I'm going to take the Gideon's Reproach, though. I think we're fine with white. This could be Davenant Trapper number 3, but I think that's a little bit much. Ether Glider, on the other hand, is pretty similar, and it's also an Antiquity. Could also go Shield of the Realm, but I think we can go Ether Glider. Can do a Sage of Nat Lamb here. The other cards aren't that amazing anyway. This is like probably a Sergeant of Arms, could be a Weight of Memory. I think in this case Weight of Memory is fine. Probably take Arcane Flight over these other choices. It's going to be a Construct. This might even be Navigator's Compass. Ew, as ugly as that is. It does give us some ability to splash. But I don't think we're gonna do that. Not with these cards. Artificer's Assistant. Shield of the Realm. Alright, and this is a pretty mediocre to bad deck. Second Dargaz. Well, that is gonna make me cry. We are gonna take Eldest Reborn. Academy Journey Mage, Call of the Cavalry, those are both fine. Even the Adamantine Wall is fine. I think Eldest Reborn is a little bit better. Misha Self-Replicator, that's really good. Whenever you cast a historic spell, you can make more of these. We also have a Capuchin. Yeah, with the Capuchin, we have Pegasus Corsair. I'm wondering if this Self-Replicator is going to be good enough. Could be a win condition. It feels to me like a win condition. So we have like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah, so probably want a few more artifacts. Wizard's Retort is definitely playable, probably over the Befuddle. not sure if Rescue, even Arcane Flight, might not make it. Navigator Compass is not going to make it. Well, I mean, Navigator's Compass could make it. Wizard's Retort. Do I have wizards? I do not. There are no wizards. So it's just a 3-mana counterspell, which is not horrible. We are low on 2 drops. Might consider the Artificer's Assistant. So if I were to drop that Assistant, I think I'd take the Wizard's Retort. I think Counterspell is fine. Sorcerer's Wand does look pretty good. But I think a Cloud Rooter Sphinx is better. Really desperate for those small creatures now. Sage of Natlam is not going to be good enough. Probably just the Academy Drake. Though we do have a lot of 3-drops. So at this point, I think looking at it like this is fine. Probably cut Invoke the Divine. We're really low on creatures, I think. But Academy Drake... Academy Drake is just good. Here it's probably going to have to be one of these 2-drops. Mace Unicorn, Arcanist, Construct, or Voltaic Servant. Considering everything else, I think we want the Historic. So I'm going to take the Voltaic Servant. Here is going to be, I think, a Wizard's Retort. But it might actually just be the Assistant, I think, over the Arcane Flight. Maybe even this Sage of Natlam is not good enough, so I'm going to take the Assistant. Yes, sack an artifact, draw a card. Don't really have that many. Well, I guess with Misha's Self-Replicator, that can become pretty relevant. At the same time, splashing the Eldest Reborn, Antiquities War. Yeah, Precognition Field is interesting. Lets you play instants and sorceries, and it lets you exile. However, it's just an enchantment. I think in this deck that's probably not good enough. Whereas Artificer's Assistant number 3, I mean, who knows? This is a pretty good pack, considering everything we want. This wall would be fine. Servant. I almost think just take the wall, because this wall is huge. Though that servant, I think the servant is going to make it. Let me see. Sage is, yeah, I think without this, I only have like, I think I take the, I don't know, that wall is really big. I'm gonna take the wall. Here I might just take an Excavation Elephant. This could be an Opt instead of a 4th Artificer's Assistant. Excavation Elephant. Sage of Natlam. So this is kind of interesting. We ended up with a lot of, a lot of these combo cards. It's almost to the point where I wonder if it's worth playing Eldest Reborn, except for I know it is, because that card is great. So I'm thinking probably 2 Sage of Nat Lamb is not worth it. 1 is almost worth it. Probably cut an Artificer's Assistant. Probably even cut the other Sage of Nat Lamb. Though I don't know. So it lets me sack an artifact. Being able to sack an artifact is relevant for Excavation Elephant, to be able to pull it back. But... or I could just not have that card. Single Eldest Reborn is not exciting. It's going to be hard to play. I almost wonder if I just don't play it. I mean, it's really good. But we do have a lot of combo cards here. Probably cut an Excavation Elephant. 1 is fine. Might cut this Shield of the Realm. I don't know, though. Jousting Lance is fine, too. So we're going to have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 artifacts. That feels like enough. Yeah, I think I just want to try to be consistent here. Which means probably cutting Shield of the Realm. Diligent Excavator is fine. So Arcanist lets me spend on instants or sorceries, which I only have like 2, 3. But it is just a body. It's 2-cost body, which we are kind of low on. I'm wondering if Antiquities War... well, Antiquities War's gotta be fine. Maybe cut Wizard's Retort. So I only have 1 wizard, the Arcanist. It does counter a spell. I think I have so many cards at 3. Might cut Excavation and Elephant. Okay, this is going to be a deck. I'm kind of wondering if Antiquities War is worth even playing over the Eldest Reborn. It is going to draw me potentially my self-replicator. Which, yeah. Alright, self-replicating Antiquities. Playing against Karn, the living antiquity. I mean, this seems okay. We're going first. Have 2 draws to make that mana work. But once it does, we're fine. Deep Freeze, Academy Drake. Plenty of stuff to do. Yeah, we're good. And we got the Bolus Clutches. We're just playing against green. Is it gonna be green, red, black? Okay. So I think here, maybe open with Drake or Trapper. I think I'll just open with Drake. They'll probably have some kind of free drop. I'd rather just be able to go around it. So they have a spell of some kind. It's probably Adventurous Impulse or something like that. I guess it could be Vicious Offering. It's not Vicious Offering, or they would have definitely used it. So that's probably something bad. It could be +2/+2. That's probably what it is. Sapphire, which I understandably was not interested in. I'm gonna go combat. And let's just play this out. Fortunately, we don't have great blocks against Sapphire. Could trade the Trapper for it. That doesn't sound great. So we have 3 flying a turn and can deep freeze any flyers they play. And soon clutch at Bolus. It's like the guy's got a really big face. His head is huge. I guess he's a dragon of some kind. Oh, because it's Nickel Bolus. Yeah, he's the dragon. Got this Envoy. It's no big deal. I'd trade the Trapper for the Envoy. They gotta attack with Sapphire, I think. Yep, and we'll just take it. Pretty much every card in our deck is live. Ooh, Antiquities War. That's pretty good. And we are going to get to do a scry off this. Which means I can scry a non-artifact to the bottom. Oh, I messed up. I could have attacked in for another 3. It's a little disappointing. Scry a non-artifact to the bottom. No hits. That is disappointing. It's fine not being able to hit it in for 3 because now the Envoy can't attack. I'll trade with the Envoy. Okay. Unless here's the Gift of Growth. Looks like no. Back with Spider. Yes, we'll take the wall. So here I think I Sparring Construct and Deep Freeze. It's kind of annoying. Scry that to the top. Yeah. Going to be draw 3 cards. which is going to help us ramp into Bolus's clutches. Yep, so that's definitely fine. So I can deep freeze that Mammoth Spider. I can also just attack in with everything. Kinda tempted to attack with the Construct first. Be able to play the wall. Nah, I think deep freezing that is worth it. We have a 3-turn clock here with our flyers, so don't need to do anything too fancy. Given that their deck is black, I think we don't hit their deck with our Weight of Memory. They could have a Lingering Phantom, and it's definitely not something we want to drop into the graveyard. Always hit ourselves. Okay, yeah, Memorial to Folly, we definitely don't want to throw anything into the graveyard. Though being able to Bolus's Clutch their revived Mammoth Spider, that won't be too bad. Soul Salvage. Okay, so they got Mammoth Spider back. Definitely fine. Considering this, probably at Weight of Memory. So I can attack with the Construct, but they won't block. Yeah, so I'm gonna combat. Flyers. And I think Weight of Memory. Target player puts top 2 cards of the library into the graveyard. Yeah, we'll hit ourselves. Yeah, we hit garbage anyway, so worked out. And we have our land, so we can capture that Mammoth Spider. Here, if they do attack in, we spark the Construct pretty trivially. Pump our Academy Draco. Okay, it chose not to. Self-Replicator is pretty cool. But we don't need to do that. We'll just Bolus's Clutch as that. Historic Spell, Scry. Yep. Now Historics are great for us. can attack with the construct, but they'll just block with Mammoth Spider. I mean, I guess it's possible they would block with the Sap Herd, but I can't imagine they would. Alright, so we won against a kind of a pretty mediocre deck. Didn't really see anything that exciting. Just Mammoth Spiders. Which, I mean, don't get me wrong, Mammoth Spider is fine. But not when we have 2 deep freezes. We're gonna keep that, despite having 2 white. Because we got the Arcanist, and we have the Deep Freeze. 3 land. I mean, it's unlikely to be better by losing a card. Unfortunately, yeah, we're playing this blue deck with no counter spells. Which is just a bit weird. If we can draw planes, that'd be just dandy. Gideon's Reproach. Alright. So, quite possible that this could just be a little bit difficult. Still do a Deep Freeze, though, if things get hairy. That's kind of annoying, because that makes it immune to Gideon's Reproach. Might just Deep Freeze it. And I think I might have to. I mean, they probably don't have that many historic cards in their hand, but I don't have that much that can deal with that. Yeah, nice. Pretty good. Alright, sure. Trapper. I guess I should have gone to combat first, so that they would have Icy Manipulated it. I can also Memorial to Genius at any time. Okay, they're worried about me counterspelling. They're playing hard around counterspell. I think that's what's happening. Interesting. Let's lose 2 cards. We're gonna lose Gideon's Reproach and the Trapper. I think Sarah's Wings is too good. Which unfortunately means I'm gonna have to, like, Sarah's Wings the Arcanist. sure I'll tap that guy. And I think I can just attack with everything. I'll take 2. No, I don't attack with the Trapper. So they can start tapping down my Arcanist, which is probably okay. Yep, that's gonna have to be deep frozen. An Antiquities War. Haven't seen any artifacts yet, and I think I still have like 6 in the deck. Juggernaut. Okay. Whatever. Tap that. Okay, they failed to tap my Arcanist again. I think I just play the island. It's kind of surprising that they tapped it. They have to attack with Juggernaut, so I'm going to kill it with my Trapper. And I'll be pretty happy with that trade. Oh, okay, they're going to dub it. Yeah, that works. I will take 7. Both my Deep Freezes are used. Gideon's Reproach is gone. I think that means that there's nothing I can do other than get my Adamantine Wall. Okay, get an artifact. Artifact. I do have artifacts in this deck, I'm pretty sure. Okay, so we're gonna have to... probably just go combat here. We're gonna tap down that this time. Alright. Yep, so this is going to be... I do want to play the Artificer's Assistant. Yeah, tap. 1, 2, 4, 5. Yep, it does look like I'm not going to be able to play Howling Golem, unfortunately. It's only going to get one nice attack off the construct. Yeah, that's just going to be take it. They'll probably tap down the construct, is my guess. Yeah, if they want to tap down that, that's fine. Combat. Tapping the construct. Howling Golem first. Guess would have been fine. So whenever it attacks or blocks. Spell, whatever. Scry 1. Where's my Bolus's Clutches? Ooh, Weight of Memory. Yeah. That'll get me somewhere. Given that, I am going to play out my land. I could Weight of Memory into something I want to play. I think given they already have good stuff in their graveyard, it's fine to start kicking their stuff into the graveyard. I wanted to look at my deck. There we go. Yeah. Okay, they tapped down my Howling Golem. I kind of like that, that the Icy Manipulator is tapped for my turn. Means that at the very least I'm going to get in with my Arcanist. Almost certainly I want a Weight of Memory. Yeah, let me just do that pre-combat. Player. Picks. I hit at least some okay cards. I think here I might want to hold the Servant actually, so I can replicate. Could attack with Howling Golem to draw a card, but I don't think I want to do that. They can only tap down one of my creatures. So if they can tap down both, I just lose the game. I'm gonna probably play the Servant. I mean, it's not like perfect, but I think I might just need the extra blocker. Alright, Vicious Offering on the Arcanist. Can't do anything about that. It's Surprising thing is they sacked the Skin Witch instead of the Spirit. I think given that, they're going to tap down Howling Golem, attack him with Juggernaut and Skin Witch. Take one. They'll kill my Construct. I think that's fine. Or they kill my Howling Golem, and I get to draw another card. I think that's also fine. I think Self-Replicator plus Voltaic Servant will be enough to keep me in the game. Okay, so they'll do the Construct. That's fine, I get to draw a card instead. Alright, cast down, yeah. So they did have the kill spell. Alright. Can't always play around cast down. Yeah, if I could have gotten Self-Replicator out and started replicating, I think I would have been definitely fine with the rest of the game. Just need to survive that one turn. But that's fine. That happens. Let's take a calculated risk that they didn't have a removal spell. Yeah, this looks great. Howling Golem into some lands. Deep Freeze. Barn Construct, yeah. Alright, here's my white-green. Definitely down for this. They probably attack me for one. Howling Golem. Attack. Ooh, they're gonna try it for the guard even. Now I'm excited. Because that means I can really wreck them with a Deep Freeze, I think. I'm not sure. I'm gonna Howling Golem anyway. I guess Deep Freeze doesn't wreck them, because it's still gonna be a 3/3. Or in that case, it'll be like a 2/6. Yeah, so the blockers. Now, Baird, that's probably gonna get frozen. Alright, I'm gonna opt. Scry 1 is a land. I don't think I need a land. Go ahead and play on planes. Do I Deep Freeze here? Could also just play Voltaic Servant. They're gonna hit me for 3 flying, but I think I'm okay with that. Untap an artifact. Okay. So I could have caused us both to draw a card, but I think at this point I don't want them to have any additional momentum. Other creatures, that looks pretty good. I'm gonna go no blockers here. Obviously, all those things look quite tasty. Cloud Rooter Sphinx. Cloud Rooter Sphinx has got to be the play, though. So if I could Deep Freeze the Marshal instead. And then play Sparring Construct. Instead I deep freeze the construct, they just have a blocker. It's like not that exciting. I can probably Bolus's Clutches next turn. Yeah, this is hard. Which one do I deep freeze? I used a timeout. Alright. I'm gonna drop deep freeze on the Sparring Construct. Okay. They have a 3/7. It has no abilities, so when it dies, nothing's going to happen anyway. Okay, all I got to do is Bolus's Clutches and steal the Baird, probably. Be relatively happy with that. They give it +2/+2. If they give it +2/+2, I just lose anyway. So it doesn't matter how I block, at least I'll threaten to kill it. Okay, there's the +2/+2. So it only has one. Okay. There we go. Alright, so here I have to go Bolus's Clutches. Do I go Bolus's Clutches first? Or do I put out the Replicator? How greedy do I want to be? I want to do Bolus's Clutches. And I'll do no attackers. I'm going to lose my Cloud Rooter Sphinx. Destroy an artifact enchantment. Dang. Got it. Let's see. Is there any way around this? Nope. I'll just concede. Drat, they got me. Our control deck just got run over. Right, I think 1 win 2 loss, so yeah, we're getting run over a lot. Yep, that's fine. Getting really disappointed about that Antiquities War. It's not doing very much. It's generally only getting like one artifact. Yep, so combat. So at least in this one, if we get Antiquities War, it's going to be a lot of damage. This is looking like equip the lance, maybe Cloud Reader's next turn. It seems better than Arcanist. By a fair margin. Yep, it's gonna be attack. So we can trade the Servant for the Confessor, which I think is worth it. Should not be any instance that they can play. Maybe Befuddle. Befuddle. But they're not going to Befuddle, right? And that's 3 to become indestructible. Yeah, in this case, I think I just kill the Confessor. Ooh. I'll scry them both to the bottom. Maybe I should keep the land there, though. And I'll scry it to the bottom. I think that's fine. We do want to get a plains as fast as possible. Okay. Equip it on that. No, cancel. Okay. silly thing. Could attack in for 3, but then I'd take 4. So we'll just wait. Might have to Memorial to Genius just to be able to find a plains. Don't want to Bolus's Clutches any of this. It's not going to really do anything. Ah, there we go. That's what I want to Bolus's Clutches. Give me that. very happy to take an Ouroboros. Yargle is big, but really just not that scary in the grand scheme of things. Here we're definitely just going to go combat. Yeah, I think that's fine. And I think here, probably we deep freeze the Glutton. Maybe not. Maybe just wait. It's only 9. Can always just block with the Arcanist, and I'd be happy to trade a 2-drop for a 5-drop. Yep. That's something I probably want to deep freeze. Too big for Gideon's Reproach. Alright, here we are going to go to combat, attack. So gross. And discards land. Oh, they discarded a Valid Omnivore. That's pretty nice. I do want that on Sarah's Wings. I'm gonna take it. I think that's good enough. I'm gonna have to deep freeze Josu Vess though. Should it be Vess? Yeah. The other option was to deep freeze it. Deep freeze the Yargle, but if they remove one of my creatures, that Josu Vess is going to be impossible to block right now. Or this way I can still block Yargle. Them playing that land is not even good. Because it actually means I get to draw a card. Okay, I'm gonna play Admixture Self-Replicator here. Does nothing yet, but could be fun. Cool, we were able to win without half of our color. Okay, so we're going to go second. It's all part of my strategy of obeying the rules of the game. I think it's going to be a keep. I feel like Antiquities War is likely to hit. Likely, right? Maybe? Maybe not. Sparring Construct is pretty interesting now. I'm gonna play this first so I can get the Scry. Though it'd be perfectly reasonable to play this first to get the possibility of adding a counter onto the Artificer instead. Tragic Poet. That's pretty bizarre. They'll take Servant, sounds good to me. Get an enchantment from your graveyard. Okay. Yep. I'll just go 2 attackers. There's a Plains, which we'll be happy to take. All the cavalry. Okay. I think, given this, better than the Trapper is probably just Antiquities War. We have a bunch of artifacts already in play. And we're going to start trying to scry our non-antiquities to the bottom. Ooh, which one do I want? I think I want Ether Glider. Unfortunately, that was a bunch of cards that we're probably not going to be able to draw. I'll block one of them. Alright, Sarah's Wings is pretty cool, but I think here I just play Ether Glider. Combat. We'll attack here. Scrap that to the bottom. Cool, swinging in with 15 worth of artifacts. Seems okay to me. So I can even add Sarah's Wings onto, like, my construct. I don't think it's strictly necessary. They can only kill one of them anyway. I think I'd probably just attack and play the Trapper. Considering that, I think I do just trade it. So here I can Sarah's Wings my assistant. I don't see a point in doing that. I can deep freeze the Omnivore. Yeah, I think I just, probably just attack in with Glider and the Assistant. Play out Howling Golem. Trapper. Yeah, that's fine. They're gonna return the Deathwing Pallet. Yeah. I don't know if that's better than just Call of the Cavalry. But I guess it's one less mana, so they can keep up the Omnivore. So here I might just block with the Construct. Gonna add it onto my assistant. And I can Sarah's Wings my golem. And that's 7 damage. Not too bad. Obviously not good because we lost twice already, but I mean, it's not awful. It's an okay deck. The Antiquities War is really underperforming. It's usually drawing me just one card. It is getting me a pretty good attack with the cards I do play. So I think it's at least okay for 4 mana. Yeah, this is an okay hand. Assistant Jousting Lance. Into either Arcanist or Trapper, depending on if I have to play Genius or not. Might actually just be Arcanist first instead of the Jousting Lance, come to think of it. Yeah, this is better than Lance. I'm not going to be able to equip the Lance anyway, so I might as well play it second. And if I can equip the Lance, I just play the Trapper. Weight of Memory is probably going to be too slow this time. Okay, so I can Trapper, I can equip the Lance, or I can Artificer's Assistant. I think here it's probably going to be Trapper. If I can draw land and Sarah's Wing the Trapper, I think we're in a really good spot. Okay, Journey Mage. I guess my Trapper back to my hand. It's probably the best. Slowing me down arguably the most. Okay, so I can Sarah's Wings, but it's too late. So what I'm going to do instead is, I think, just Artificer's Assistant. We can combat in and play the Trapper again. I'm willing to trade the Trapper for the Journey Mage. I think that's fine. Though actually, no, I'm not. I would rather trade... I can have Arcanist and Assistant block the Journey Mage. They can trade the Journey Mage for an Assistant. They've got to have a trick, I think. I think that's okay. So they're gonna save the Arcanist instead, which I think is a fine deal. Essentially, they traded Journey Mage for my Trapper and their Adamant Will for my Assistant, which, no big deal there. We're gonna Sarah's Wings. Antiquities War is pretty good, considering our board state. So it could bolus his clutches. F6. Blessed Light. That's annoying. Okay, so many Antiquities War. Trapper to the bottom. Nothing. Alright. We're about to take 5. Clutches the Scholar. And if I do that, I won't be able to play an artifact. Get no artifact benefit. Oh, clutches that. This could be the wall. Could be Voltaic Servant. I think it's gotta be the wall. Which unfortunately means I can just play the wall and do nothing else. You know, I need that land. They're unfortunately going to be able to hit me for 5 here still. My Jousting Lance will become a creature, which is, I guess, kind of cool. But I'll have to bolus his Clutches the Wanderer. Take 1 on the turn after that. So it's going to be pretty tight. And they're counting their land. 5 Sphinx. So I might have to bolus his Clutches that. Which I think is fine. they opted not to. Still has defender. So I can attack with my Jousting Lance. Which I'm gonna do. I get to kill at least, at least 2 of their creatures with this. Yeah, I'm actually fine with that. Cloud Rooter Sphinx of my own, yep. Okay, so holding on. The fact that I didn't attack in for 5 last turn is very nice. I guess they wanted to keep back for a surprise attack. Maybe they didn't realize the wall was still a defender. If we win this, it's gonna be by the skin of our teeth, I think. What a good card. 4 mana, 0/6 defender. I mean, it's just good. If they have another Blessed Light, I guess I would use Deep Freeze. Okay. That's pretty good. So they Deep Freezed it. That's got trample. We'll just take it. I think considering that, for 5 I can drop Cloud Rooter Sphinx. Alternatively, I can... No, I should just drop Cloud Rooter Sphinx. Scry to bottom, keep on top. I think we can have attack. Dub. Yeah. That's a problem. Alright, so I'm gonna have to do something stupid like that. Loses all abilities, yeah. Okay, so I have like 7 in the air. This is 8, 9. Okay, so I can self-replicator. Deep freeze. That's exactly what I need. I unfortunately cannot replicate here, can I? So I can take... I can't. I have to block with both my Cloud Reader Sphinxes. And I can block with my Sparring Construct. I'm gonna decline. Done. I just want the blocker. I just need to deep freeze that, that's it. Should be 3. Yeah. Will be no attackers. you know what, if they have +2/+2, then they'll only go up to 9. Yeah, we'll just do it like that. Okay, so they opted not to kill my construct. That's fine. This is definitely going to be a deep freeze. They have an instant. If they have a way to kill that, they probably don't. 4, 5, 6, 7. So this would be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So this is just 9 damage right now. Yeah. So if they have a way to destroy a enchantment at fast speed, they can just destroy Bolus's clutches and I'd lose anyway. I think I just have to assume they don't have it. Rat-Caption. Alright. They had Rat-Caption. Oopsie. Forgot they had Flash in this color. Whoopsie. That's a loss. Shit, this was assistant. Well, that's gonna be, that's a loss now. The end of our run. 3-3, it's pretty bad, but better than I guess we could have expected from this pretty bad deck. Alright, well thanks for watching, I'll see you next time.